Ayuda is not charity, it is justice.
Talaga? Hindi nga. Ay, ito, panoorin po natin ang speech ng Pangulo natin. Pangulo? Ay, Speaker pala, Speaker Martin Romualdez. Ito yung video.
Let this be a reminder. Ayuda is not charity, it is justice. It is our duty to ensure that no Filipino falls through the cracks, especially in times of crisis. This is what governance means, not merely passing laws, but ensuring that these laws translate into hope and dignity for every Filipino family. Sa mga kontra sa ayuda, handang ipakita ng administrasyong ito kung saan napunta ang bawat sentimong inilaan para rito. Ang mga may hawak ng pondo, ang mga departamento tulad ng DSWD, DOLE at DOH, sila ang nagpapatakbo ng mga programa, hindi ang Kongreso. Lahat ng programa ito may totoong benepisyaryo, may totoong resibo. Walang notice of disallowance mula sa Commission on Audit. Ang trabaho ng Kongreso, tiyakin ang pondo rito at masiguro na nakakarating ng maayos sa mga benepisyaryo. Our legislative agenda this year has been centered on economic recovery and growth. By passing measures that promote job creation, support small and medium enterprises, and attract foreign investments, we have laid the foundation for a more robust and inclusive economy. But we also recognize that the work is far from over. Inflation continues to affect the daily lives of our constituents. Families still struggle to put food on the table, and young Filipinos dream of a future free from poverty. Alam natin ang problema sa araw-araw ng ating mga kababayan. Kausap natin sila sa mga panahong nasa distrito tayo. Kaya naman hindi tayo tumitigil na humanap ng solusyon sa mga problemang ito. As we move forward, this House will continue to champion policies that address these concerns. Policies that provide opportunities, alleviate burdens, and inspire hope. In its Philippines Economic Update report released this December, the World Bank indicates that the Philippines will continue to make progress in reducing poverty. As a result of robust economic growth and rising real household incomes, poverty incidence is projected to decline from 15.5% in 2023 to 13.6% in 2024, before falling further to 11.3% by 2026. Additionally, Philippine economic growth is projected to grow at an average 6% annually from 2024 to 2026. Inflation decreased to 3.2% this year, down from 6.2% a year ago. The fiscal deficit fell to 5.1% of gross domestic product in the last 3 quarters of 2024, attributed to the government's fiscal consolidation agenda. In its labor force survey, the Philippine Statistics Authority stated that our unemployment rate in October 2024 decreased to 3.9%, down from 4.2% in October of last year. The employment rate was at a whopping 96.1%, higher than October of 2023 employment rate of 94.3%. Thus, our country remains among the fastest growing economies in the region. If we must sustain these gains, we must continue advancing digital technology, investing in human capital, and implementing bold reforms in our monetary policies. As the holiday season approaches, let us be reminded of what Christmas truly means: hope, love, and unity. It is a time to reconnect with our loved ones, to find joy in the simplest moments, and to draw strength from the relationships that anchor us. It is also time to extend compassion to those who have less, to the families displaced by typhoons, to workers struggling to make ends meet, and to the children yearning for a brighter tomorrow. Let us cherish the opportunity to practice introspection, kindness, and compassion. May we be reminded that even in the bleakest of periods, enlightenment may triumph. Christmas also urges us to connect with others, fortify our relationships, and conceive a more promising future for all. We, as legislators, possess a distinct opportunity to exemplify the essence of Christmas in our actions. The birth of Christ urges us to embrace unity, tolerance, humility, and generosity. I take this moment to commend all of you, the members of this august chamber, the Secretariat, the congressional staff, for your acts of selflessness and excellent service that exemplify the best of the House of Representatives and the country. This Christmas season, may we be renewed in our resolve to create a society rooted in hope, love, and peace. Most of all, let us celebrate the principles that unite us as a nation. We hope that 2025 will be a more optimistic year, bringing us a step closer to realizing our shared aspirations for a stronger and better Philippines. To my colleagues, I urge you to take this time to rest, reflect, and recharge. You have given so much of yourselves this year, and you deserve this moment to celebrate with your families. To our kababayans, I ask you to hold on to hope. The challenges we face today will not define us. Our resilience, our unity, and our love for one another will. As we adjourn for the year, let us carry with us the lessons and the victories and the challenges of 2024. Let us commit to returning in January with the same passion, the same resolve, and the same heart for public service. I thank you, my colleagues, for your dedication and partnership. I thank our people for their trust and faith in this institution, and I thank the Almighty for guiding us in this sacred duty. Together, we build a brighter, a more prosperous, a more united nation. May the spirit of Christmas fill our hearts with peace, love, and hope. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Aba, presidente ang datingan ah.
Sana
Pero
all.
bakit kaya dyan sa mga pinagsasabi niya ay nagmumukhang clown siya? Pinagtatawanan ng mga netizens. Yung iba, naiinis. Yung iba, tawang-tawa. Halo yung naramdaman ng mga nanonood po dyan. Ewan ko lang ba, meron na mga sumang-ayon, iilan lang. Meron namang pumapalakpak dyan. Ang sabi sa mga nag-comment, mga crooks daw. Grabe naman kayo. Yan po ay narinig po natin. Dinipensahan ni Speaker Martin Romualdez ang, paalala ha, speaker. Yung iba nagkakamali, president daw. Speaker po, speaker. Ayan na, dinipinsahan ni Speaker Martin Romualdez ang pamamahagi ng ayuda. Ayuda. Para sa mga mahihirap at hindi ito isang charity. Ngayon ko lang nalaman yun ah. No? Hindi pala charity yan. Yung pamimigay ng ayuda. Ito ang binigyang diin ni Speaker sa huling session ng Kamara bago sila mag-Christmas break. Party! Siyempre, pag mahina palakpak, walang party ha. Alam nyo naman, pag kayo nasa isang bahay, pag-usapan ng budget, pag kontra ka, delikado ka. Kaya maintindihan po natin yung pumapalakpak. Pero hindi na kasi bulag yung taong bayan pagdating sa ganyan eh. Ngayon lang na talagang nandyan, presidente ang datingan ng isang speaker. Tapos, kung bagay, parang siya yung magaling. Parang pinamuka na niya sa atin na yung president natin ay weak leader. Parang siya na yung nasusunod. Ayun yan sa mga mga nagko-comment dyan. At opinion ko rin, ganun din eh. Itong si Tambi ngayon yung magaling na ngayon. Talaga, pinag-ano talaga, dinidipinsahan talaga nila yung akap, yung ayuda. Akap pa mo. Sige, akapin nyo ng mahigpit si Tambi.
Sana all.
Pero sa 2025 election, balita ko, mukhang karamihan ang iboboto. Nene sa Leyte, yung inendorso ni dating Pangulong Duterte at siyempre ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Kabahan ka na, Tambi. Hanggang dito na, thank you. Bye-bye.